Standing in a glass bowl at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground. All done by my own hand, I allow my feelings to become sin. Oh, if you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now. Now you can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong. This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold, wet, and all around. Toxic people being severed, like leaves falling in September. Cold, wet, and on the ground. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong. My roots are strong.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. Good to see you. It has been a couple days since I streamed. It's been a lot going on, but I'm back and I'm happy to be back. Glad to see all you guys here. Shout out to you guys. Real quick for today's motivational quote of the day. I really love this one. Cowards never start, the weak never finish, and the strong never quit. So which one are you? Boom, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, let's just look at this. Like, I like to look at quotes like this and really like read it to myself over and over. Just like, hey, okay, cowards never start. That's very true. You know, whenever you're scared of doing something, whenever you're afraid, whenever you're worried that you're gonna fail, you know, you're basically being a coward and you never even get started. Think about all the things that you wanted to do and you're like, nah, it's not gonna work. It's too hard. Whatever, nobody's gonna support me, nobody's gonna like it, you know, just all the different excuses we can come up with, and we never start. And the weak people, they have all these great ideas, they have all these amazing ideas, like, oh yeah, let's go do this, let's do that, and they just never finish. They're not consistent. They get a really cool idea, but as soon as it gets hard, they give up, they quit. They're like, oh, this is too hard, I thought it'd be easier. It's not fun anymore because it's just too hard. So those are the weak people. But for the strong people, the few, this is not the majority, this is the few, this is like the 5%. The strong people never quit. They start, they chase their dreams, they go out for it, they have great ideas, they accomplish, they execute these ideas. They go out there, they make things happen, and they never give up no matter how hard it gets, because it's not going to be easy. And you guys have heard me say this time and time again, no matter what you want to do, if it's worth it, you're gonna if it's worth it, you're gonna have to fight for it. All right, so one more time: cowards never start, the weak never finish, and the strong never quit. Thank you to Fearless Motivation for that quote. So guys, a real quick disclaimer as we slide over here to Infinite Flight. The description of the video says Infinite Flight Global Snow Day in Texas. So first of all, one, we're not flying in Texas. Two, it does not snow in Infinite Flight. So I just want to get that out of the way, because I don't like what do you call it, clickbait. I hate clickbait. Like, this is not supposed to be clickbait. It's just basically it's snowing where I live right now, which is in Texas, and I still can't believe it. A lot of you guys are like, oh, snow is just whatever. There's nothing there's nothing special about snow. But here in Texas, it never snows, like, ever. But this year, actually today, this morning, and last night, it started snowing, and it's freaking crazy. So this morning I went out, and we'll talk about a little bit more about that once we get out here. So let's get started. Today we're starting off in Frankfurt, Germany. We'll be flying the Airbus A320 Lufthansa, and we're gonna be on expert server as usual. So let's go ahead and get started. Hit the fly. How you guys doing? What's going on? Ferris, Chia, Evan, Planes and Trains channel, IFMG, Lab Rats, MK Gamer, welcome back, bro. Eric, Anthony Play, Sim and Aviation, IFMG, Pato TV, Darkness, T Pilot. Who else we got in here? Just some real quick shout outs. Carlick, Dake, Albu-K. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody early on, because you guys here are here early. Now I know today's stream is actually a little bit later than it should be, but you are still early. Let me know if the music is too loud. Did I say Joy Aviation Germany? I think I did. Rafael, beleza? Bom dia. Akrit, Ruben, Alexis, Pato TV already said you, Leo Gaming Pie, Sean NG, always good to see you, man. MCP, and Will Vlogs is our VIP today. He was the first one to send a message in the chat. So shout out to all you guys for showing up for today's flight. It's expected to be about an hour, and about an hour 15 max. I'm gonna see if I can get it as short as possible, because I have somewhere to be in like an hour. So you guys know how I am. I always fly a little bit faster than the realistic speed. I fly basically as fast as Infinite Flight will allow me to. So let's go ahead and get started with the flight plan. So today's flight we'll be flying from Frankfurt, Germany to Monaco. Actually, it's gonna be nice, but I don't really know how to say the name. Nice. I guess I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Nice, but it's over near Monte Carlo. But Monte Carlo doesn't have an international airport, so we're flying to the closest international airport, which happens to be Nice. So, but the destination is actually Monaco. So I just want to go somewhere near Monaco. So that's where we're headed to. So Frankfurt to Monaco. So our first waypoint today, which is in the description, is going to be, and we'll see if these even show up. ANEKI. Yep, there it is. And you guys, if you already have a flight plan and if you're already ready to go, you can go ahead and start taking off, so we can save some time, some taxi time. We probably will not be having ATC. We're not expecting to have ATC here today. So we need to, as usual, maintain separation, all that good stuff. OLBEN. Oh, you're at HERBI. Don't you love it when all the stuff shows up? You know it's gonna be a good day when all the waypoints show up. But I mean, hey, it's still early. I'm just typed in the first two, and I'm already getting excited. Don't let me get ahead of myself. But as I type these in, I'm just gonna like, again, all these waypoints are in the description of the video. But as I type them in, I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about I've been gone a couple days. Didn't do a stream yesterday or the day before that. The day before that I was planning on not streaming, but yesterday I was planning on streaming. And I told some of you guys, if you follow me on Twitter or Discord, I said that my wife was sick. She had a really bad migraine, so she stayed home, and so I stayed and took care of her, instead of streaming. Geneva, we're gonna fly with Geneva. I'm excited about that. And then yesterday, was that yesterday? Yeah. So Wednesday I actually had a meeting, an early meeting, so I wasn't able to stream. And then Thursday, my wife was sick, so I was just taking care of her. So there was no streams on both of those days. But don't worry, there are lots of streams to be done in the future. You guys didn't really miss out on anything. We didn't have any like crazy cool flights planned or anything like that. I actually had a different flight that I wanted to do for Friday, but because of the week just kind of being so weird and random, I decided to do a different route today. And I think I'm gonna like this route a little bit better. And our final destination will be LFMN.
Frankfurt Airport.
Now, hopefully the weather will show up today. Yesterday I flew and I did a flight by myself, and the weather was not loading in. All right, I think we're about ready to get started. So I'm gonna turn this music all the way down. I don't even know if you guys can hear it anymore. I don't have my second pair of headphones, so I can't actually hear the stream. So you guys have to let me know if you're having issues with oh, it's Nice. Thank you, Planes and Train Show. That's how you pronounce it, Nice. Okay, thank you. But yeah, you guys have to let me know if you have issues with hearing me or anything like that. All right, let's see. What do we need to do? First of all, let me turn my brightness up. Oh, it is up. Never mind. I was like, why does it look so dark? Okay, we want to get there before it. That's not okay. We want to get there before it gets dark. So we're going to. All right, what runway should we expect in Frankfurt? 6. Is anybody taxiing already? No, nobody's taxiing. All right, so I don't think we have. Yeah, okay. I don't know what's up, but for whatever reason, we're not getting weather. Let me see if I can find the weather. All right, so the weather for Frankfurt is actually 230 at 15. Few at 3,000, broken at 6,000. 5 degrees Celsius, and dew point is -2. QNH is 101010. So, and I got that from SkyVector. So that means that the winds are 230. That means we'll be taking off runway 25, left, center, and right. Okay, guys. So expect runway 25 left, 25 center, and 25 right for today's departure. And we'll go ahead and push back. Oh, wait. Before we push back, time is set. Weight and balance today. We're expecting about an hour long flight. We'll put 2. We'll do like 2 hours, 45 minutes of fuel. Passengers are all on board. Everybody's ready to go. Just waiting for us to push back. We're clear. No smoking signs are on. Seatbelt signs are on. Nav lights are on. Beacon lights coming on. And engine 2 is starting up. And again, we'll go ahead and probably put the nose to the right. Yeah, your nose to... Actually, wait, what? Nose to the left. So nose to the north. So basically, be facing to our left wing. This is what I don't know who that is, but you need to like get off of the other person. I don't know who was there first, but that's like just not okay. And I'm pretty sure that person is extremely annoyed with whoever is there. There's a JetBlue aircraft and an A3. What's that? An A330 Lufthansa on top of each other. Thank you for not. Thank you for spawning though. Like after I left, so that's helpful. He probably was gonna spawn on me too. All right. I think we have one good engine. Stop pushback. We'll go with engine number 1. And you guys already know this. I don't even know what to do anymore. It's just every week, every flight, you know, I always mention about not taxiing on each other. Don't, you know, yeah, all that stuff, and yet it still happens. And there's really nothing I can do about it. It sucks about it. Especially when we don't have ATC. When ATC is not here, like doing everything, is nice. Nothing we really do. Cruising altitude is gonna be flight level 340 today. Nad Plays, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, Lufthansa.
So we're gonna wait for the traffic to clear up ahead of us, and then we'll taxi. Basically, we're gonna taxi forward, and then to the right. Our runway is gonna be down there off our right wing. We got 2 good engines now. We're gonna go flaps for takeoff. Altitude, initial altitude will be 12,000. That's what I always do, just to get myself out of the, you know, danger zone of getting a violation under 250, under 10K. Trim for takeoff will set to like 15. We could even do 20. And you don't really have to have trim. I don't really believe that the trim is extremely necessary for infinite flight. Yeah, so even the winds down here say 260 at 11. But whenever we look at the winds on the METAR, it doesn't even show up, so that's weird. So we're just gonna have to wait for this guy to move out the way, and then we'll taxi the runway. I will go ahead and announce taxi so everybody around me knows, in case they're not watching or listening. That will be, I'll be taxiing to, I'll probably, because there's a lot of planes. Again, remember guys, we do have 25 left and 25 center. So, and 25 right, actually, now I say that. So we have a lot of aircraft, so I would say I do not recommend everybody taxi to 25 left. Some people, like all these guys who already headed 25 left, do 25 left. This guy's going to 25 center, which is smart. I'm probably not going to do 25 left because I don't want to be stuck behind all you guys. So I will either take off 25 center or 25 right, depending on where traffic is. So we'll see in a second. All right, so he's moving, so we're going to go ahead and start rolling.
Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, Lufthansa 313, taxiing to runway 25 center.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty crowded flight today.
Blue 18017.
I missed you guys though. I did miss you guys. I almost did an X-Plane stream this morning, but I was like, you know, no, I haven't done an infinite flight in like 3 days. Let's do an infinite flight stream. I believe everything is on. We have our flaps up. I mean, flaps down, trim is down. I mean, trim is set. Gear is good. What is this? Yeah, our weather is just not loading. Altitude is set. Our spoilers are set to RTO, and all of our lights, all the required lights are on. Alright, we'll turn this off just for now. We know where we're going. I'm probably going to take 25 center, to be honest with you.
Sierra 169, Sierra 124, taxiing to runway 25 center. Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, Blue 18017,
somebody's taking that to Ryanair.
Crossing
It
runway
is.
25
JetBlue
left.
460.
Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, JetBlue 4751 is taking off runway 18, departing south. Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, KOGAS is taking off runway.
Alright, so we'll taxi to the right. And let's see, I'm trying to see. Yes, he's crossing there. We're actually going to cross at the next taxiway. That depends, because if a lot of people decide to take 25 center, then what I'll do is I'll just stay on 25 left. So it kind of depends on what everybody ahead of me is doing, what runway I decide to take. And again, I have the choice to do that because ATC is not online. So if ATC was on, they would give me the runway to take off from. But since ATC is not, I choose. So as we can see, we already have a good line, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft ahead of us on 25 left, which is not too bad. Probably 2 of those aircraft will be gone by the time we get there. I have A380 up there. We also have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft looking to use 25 center. So really, I mean, either way, we're going to be waiting in line because 25 center and 25 right are both looking like they're going to be pretty busy here in the next 5 minutes. So I think I'm going to stick with 25 left for now because we're pretty close to the front of the sequence. I see Hawaiian guy right there. It will actually depend on these guys, how these guys are taxiing like extremely fast. So we'll hold short for them. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and cross 25 left or 25 center, unless they're, yeah, that's what they're doing. Alright, cool. So they're going to go ahead and cross 25 left. So that helps a lot. So this is going to help all of us get out of here a lot faster with kind of splitting it up on parallel runways. This is a big enough airport today. A lot of times we fly at these really small airports. And what's funny is what I might have to do for infinite flight streams in the future is always take off and land from like major airports, like big airports, so that way there's enough space, because we do tend to have a lot of aircraft in our flight. And nobody really likes to wait in traffic. I mean, it's nice to have traffic, like it's a cool problem to have in a game like this. I definitely will admit that. That's one of the reasons that I actually like infinite flight, is because you're not flying alone. You're not taxiing alone every flight. So, I mean, at least if you're flying with us, you'll get a good group of traffic. So we're gonna go ahead and take 25 left.
718,
Obviously, because we're already here. Looks like we're gonna be number 3 in the sequence. We're in a queue.
Alpha India Romeo Bravo Romeo, taxiing to runway 25 left.
And we'll be taking off behind his A380.
Frankfurt
And again,
Airport,
our cruising altitude today is gonna be 340.
Taxiing to runway
Or the recommended, I should say, recommended cruising altitude 340. So I would say, you know, cruise somewhere around it. You could take 320, you could take 360. So that way you kind of stagger. Then if you're close to someone, obviously you can add a few hundred feet to that.
Frankfurt Airport Unicom.
Hey guys, actually, hold on. What's going on, Dutch Wings? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. United 179, cool. Do I have Ortho 4XP for X-Plane? Yes, I do. I do have Ortho 4XP for X-Plane. When I played X-Plane before, I played it on my old PC, which was a MacBook Pro. And it ran X-Plane 11. It just didn't run it very good. It was like struggling. It was just chugging along. Frames were horrible. I've said this a lot of times. That's one of the reasons that I stopped playing X-Plane and started playing Infinite Flight, was because of how horrible the frames were and how unenjoyable it was because of how slow the frames were. Now, that being said, with my new PC, that is no longer really an issue so much. Don't cut in line. Thank you very much. Nice, appreciate that, sir. I thought I turned the names off. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. So, I have Ortho 4XP, but I have not like really set it up yet on my PC, because I just got my PC a few days ago and I need to go back and watch the tutorials on how to do it on PC, because before I had Ortho 4XP installed on an Apple computer. All right, now it's a little bit different on PC, and I believe it should be easier. On Mac it's very difficult. The only instructions are like in French. So I had to like use Google Translate literally to get to figure out the manual, which is really funny. Hold short, only 25 left. But I have, what's funny is actually in the background right now, I'm transferring 338 gigs of ortho scenery for X-Plane. Yeah, that's a lot of scenery. And again, like I said, guys, I was deep in the X-Plane on my old computer, so with my new PC, I'm planning on getting pretty deep with it again. And so one of the big things was like, okay, I have to have ortho. Like, I had a taste of ortho. I mean, even with Infinite Flight, where we're flying basically with ortho scenery, with imagery. All right, we're gonna go ahead and line up and wait here. And so I can't like use X-Plane and just fly with the default. I can't. Like, it's just, it's not. No, I just can't do that. All right, strobes.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
So, so one problem that I had, though, this is one problem I had, and I may have to save the rest of this story for when we get in the air, because we're about to, yeah, we're clear, we're clear, runway's clear. So we go ahead and announce takeoff, runway 25 left, departing to the south.
Frankfurt Airport, Unicom, Blue 116.
And we'll zoom out here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna continue that story here in a bit, once we get up in the air again. Alright, land lights are on, strobe lights are on, seatbelt signs are on. Altitude is set, spoilers are set, trim is set, flaps are set, everything's set, we're ready to go.
Remaining in the pattern.
We are ready to go. Alright, and let's go with the power. Airspeed is alive.
Frankfurt Airport.
We have 11 knot headwind.
Lufthansa 574 is
Nothing to worry about.
Runway 25 left, departing south.
V1
and rotate. Positive climb, gear up. And we'll be banking to the left here. So we'll just wait till we get above about 800 feet. There we go. Bank to the left. Alright, gears up. Let's put the nose down a bit.
Frankfurt Airport Unicom, Lufthansa 252 is taking off.
I really like this whole parallel departure thing. It makes traffic so much faster. Alright, we gotta watch our airspeed because we I have not set the auto throttle on yet. There we go. Fly that heading right there. And we'll continue climbing. We'll keep the nose right around there for our climb. That should be fine.
Into runway 25 left. Frankfurt Airport,
Still flying it by hand. I'm gonna go ahead and tune out of Frankfurt. It's gonna be very busy here. A lot of people taking off at the same time.
Departing south. Frankfurt Airport Unicom.
We'll leave flaps 2 for now.
Holding short runway 25 center.
Right, we still have the trim in. We can get rid of that. Alright, trim is gone. Passing 6,000. Don't worry about that fuel in the red. We should be just fine. Guys, let me know if you're seeing any lagging issues, something like that. And I think we're good. On my end, I haven't gotten any lag. So just let me know if you see any lag. Alright, if you yeah, cool. Alright, putting the nose down a little bit so we can pick up some speed. We're almost above, only 2,000 away from 10,000. 8,000. We're at 9,000 for 12. Oh damn, Jens! You seriously? You just happened to be here and you didn't know that we were flying? That's crazy. So you were the A380. All right, we're clear of 10K. And let's just let's just fly it a little bit. Let's just fly her. Now speed is no longer an issue. We can kill the flaps. I almost forgot about them. We can also kill the landing lights. We'll put the nose back up. We'll leave the what did I leave on? Oops, wrong button. We'll leave the seatbelt signs on now for a little bit. Alright, there's 12,000. And I'm actually going to change this to 18. Alright, put the nose up a bit. We'll probably come back on the throttle, about 85% throttle. You guys can hear the aircraft, correct? Oh my god, I didn't even know. I'm sorry, guys. I was looking away from the screen and then boom, 8,000 feet per minute. Are you crazy? Alright, let's go ahead and turn the autopilot on. We'll climb at 3,200 feet per minute. And speed, heading, and nav mode. There we go. Now I can rest my hand. It's so difficult with it, like, cause I don't fly with a joystick or anything. I fly with my phone, like literally my hand, the tilt. So if I look away from the screen and not notice that my hand tilted just a tiny bit, it'll just move. So that's why I really like that they added, the whole autopilot feature where you could have autopilot, nav mode, heading, all that good stuff. I'm excited for us to have autopilot on the fighter jets too, because that's one of the reasons that I don't really fly the fighter jets all that much, because it's just, you have to like sit there with your phone the exact same way the whole flight. So really it's really only fun for like maneuvers and stuff, not if you want to do an actual flight from point A to point B. Alright, we're at flight level 180. Level it off here a bit, and we're gonna go. We're still climbing the flight level 340. I just kind of wanted to step up here and get my autopilot fixed and situated. Alright, let's go ahead and climb the 340 now. We got up here fast. I mean, I did climb like 8,000 feet at one point. 8,000 feet per minute at one point. I think when we climbed out, we had a pretty steep climb at about 6,000, I believe. Which is a bit steep. do 3,200. So we're gonna do for a VS, and that's about it. I think we're all set. Now we can look outside. Have a little turbulence, as you can see, so we'll definitely leave the seatbelt sign on for now. Winds are, we still have we basically have almost a direct crosswind right now for our flight at our current location. It's 31 knots, 262. ETE to destination is looking like about an hour. Again, I'm gonna try to get there as fast as I can because I don't want to go too long for today's flight, because I have a schedule. I have somewhere to be, and we started our flight about 30 minutes later than I wanted to. So funny, I just realized I still have my music playing. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but I still have it playing in the background. But I am planning on getting a joystick. Maybe next week. Maybe. Alright, cool. So Damn Jans is saying that the headwind will actually turn into a crosswind here. I haven't looked at the detailed winds for the... Wow, look at this line. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Are these people in front of us with us too? Oh my gosh. What is this, a freaking infinite flight event? As usual, Starly somehow finds his way up in the lead, so I can dig it. Alright, so we have 1, 2, we're gonna do a count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, and 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Holy crap. We've had some pretty big group flights. It's been a while since we had one this big. So welcome. We have 28 souls on board. Pretty dope. Maybe I need to like not stream for a couple of days again so you guys will show up. Just kidding with you guys. I know it's Friday. Happy Friday, by the way. I kind of forgot that it was Friday. It's Friday, and a lot of you guys over on this side of the world, it's actually Friday night, so you're like off, like you're free, no school, no work, no nothing. But me on this side of the world, our Friday is just getting started, and I have work to go to when I get finished with this stream. Matter of fact, I have a meeting directly after this stream, and then after the meeting, I have more work to do. So it's gonna be a pretty busy day for me. But after all work is done, at the end of the day, at the end of my Friday, I am planning on joining in on the Infinite Flight Friday night flight. So I definitely recommend you guys do that. I believe it's in Dubai. It's with Emirates. So I know a lot of you guys love Emirates. So Andrew Cunningham says, large group, Laura should see this. We'll take a screenshot and send it to her, tag her. I don't know. We should all tag her. Like that we should like spam. Okay, I don't know if this is trolling or not. But I was gonna say we should all take a photo of all of us together and just like send her a screenshot or something like that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm planning on joining in on the Friday night flight today. I'm not sure where it flies to and from. I just know that the main airport for today's Friday night flight is in Dubai. Alright, we're at 310. Let's go in the cockpit and check our speed, make sure we're not speeding. Now we're cruising at Mach 8.2. I know we can get to 8.5, so we're gonna do 8.5. And again, guys, I'm not going for realism for our cruising speed for today. I am going for time efficiency. We have plenty of fuel. We're not paying for the fuel, so it doesn't matter how much fuel we use to get there, as long as we have enough to get there. Speaking of fuel, we have... Actually, we won't really know. We won't have an accurate representation of how much fuel we have left until we get to our cruising altitude. We're only 2,000 feet away, so we'll take a look at that again later. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tonight though in Dubai. So I will not be streaming Friday night flight tonight, but I will be flying it. So if you see my call sign, Blue 116 or Blue Games in the sky, take a screenshot, tag me, send it to my Twitter, send it to my Instagram, or just, post it on Discord if you find me. All right, we'll be expecting runway 22 left, 22 right in Nice. I believe that's what I had. Yeah, that's what I had. The cool thing about SimBrief is that SimBrief actually tells you what runways to expect in each airport that you fly into and from, depending on the current weather. So if you're planning a flight on SimBrief like far ahead, you may want to like recreate the route again on the same day, or at least within an hour or two from your flight, because again, SimBrief bases your departure and arrival runways that it gives you on the current weather. So if you do the flight plan today and then create the same flight plan tomorrow, you may get different runways depending on the weather. Are we behind somebody? Okay, let's see who's around us. So we have Lufthansa, Mega Aviation, Infinite Leon, and behind us we have somebody pretty close. We have a traffic alert actually behind us. That looks like Hawaii guy, but he's about 1,000 feet below, so we may be okay as long as I don't know, he's probably still climbing up to his cruise. So we're just gonna see if we can keep some separation between us. But anyway, so back to X-Plane. Let's talk about X-Plane, because I'm pretty excited about X-Plane. I am. And I don't know if any of you guys play X-Plane, if you're interested in X-Plane, but just know this: there will be X-Plane streams coming up. I'm planning on making a new schedule, and so it will no longer be infinite flight every day. It'll be infinite flight maybe 2 or 3 times a week, probably 3. Probably starting out, I'll do infinite flight like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so that way we still have a good amount of infinite flight flights, and then like Tuesday or Thursday I'll do X-Plane. I haven't decided, and then obviously there's always the unscheduled streams that I throw in there. And then I'm also planning on streaming iRacing and possibly DCS World. How you doing, Sid Hart 905? Good to see you, man. The blue planes, I believe, are like moderators or something like that on the live flight map. But yes, X-Plane 11. So yeah, let's talk about ortho. So again, with infinite flight, infinite flight has, bro, like it's so beautiful. Like, I don't think that I can do a flight with scenery that's anything less than infinite flight. Like, infinite flight I feel like is now like the standard for scenery, no matter what flight simulation game I play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just beautiful. It's just so beautiful. So anyway, so with X-Plane, I have from before, I have 338 gigs of ortho scenery that I created with Ortho 4XP, and whew, it took a while to make it. Obviously, it's like probably months of making. I believe I have like 75% of the entire West Coast, so that's all the way from San Diego all the way up to like Seattle. I have ortho all the way up there, and this is in the United States mostly. I think all of my ortho is for the United States because I do live here, so I started here. I also have obviously have ortho for my home city. Actually, I think I have it for half of my home state. I have ortho scenery for about 90% of Florida. I also have some ortho up in Boston, New York area. Where else do I have it? Up in Alaska, near Juneau, my favorite place that I fly. I have it up there. Where else do I have scenery? I also have the Caribbean, so I have, well, not all of the Caribbean, just pieces of it. Some places are very tough to get good ortho scenery. Like the Caribbean, it's very hard to get ortho scenery. I cannot. Like, I've tried so hard to get ortho scenery for Puerto Rico, and it just doesn't work out. Where else do I have scenery? I have scenery at the Bahamas. I have scenery going to Princess Juliana, down to the Virgin Islands and all that stuff down there. I think I need to redo it. I think last time I did the ortho scenery down there, I believe that I did it wrong. Like, it was the mountains were like all messed up or something. So I'll probably have to redo those. But I'm hoping that I'm able to transfer all of my scenery that I've already made and use it on my PC. Because now remember, I had an Apple computer before, and a lot of times things don't always translate to, you know, to Windows. So what I had to do is I had to copy I had to basically back up my entire external hard drive where all my scenery was, because it was only formatted for Apple, and I have to put it on a different hard drive and then reformat that hard drive so that it can work on PC and Mac. So that way I can actually plug it into my Windows PC and get it to work like that. Alright, Brian, I'll see you next time. Jumpy Ryan. Yeah, IFMG, I know, it is pretty biased. I didn't have any European ortho. But again, I mean, remember this, I mean, it was just me. I wasn't streaming back then. I was just flying on my own. Everybody that I did know who flew flight simulators were in the US, so there was really not much reason for me to ever really fly in the UK or Europe. So what's funny is that I really never got into flying a lot in Europe and other places until I started flying Infinite Flight, because it gave me the option to. So before Infinite Flight, I only ever flew in the US. I mean, now I can't say that only ever. There was some times that I did fly in Europe and Australia on X-Plane, but it was very rare that I did. But I know that this time I'm gonna have to get a lot of ortho, because a lot of you guys who watch the videos, a lot of you guys who watch the streams, all live in Europe or somewhere far away. Europe, Singapore. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can find some ortho scenery in Singapore. I'm not sure if they have it in Singapore. Australia, Brazil, all those places. So a lot of the places that I can't fly in Infinite Flight, I may try to do those flights on X-Plane. So I'm gonna try to look into, because I know Infinite Flight does not have scenery for Singapore. It doesn't have scenery for Brazil. It doesn't have scenery for South Africa. It does not have scenery for where else is it? Iceland. No, is it Greenland? Greenland. So a lot of the places that Infinite Flight does not have scenery, I'm gonna see if I can find scenery there, and if I can, I will fly there. Sean and G, will I be watching landings? It depends on what time we land and where in the sequence I land. If I'm in the up front, then yeah, we'll watch some landings as we probably jam out to some music as we're leaving, and watch some landings and stuff like that. We do need ATC. If there's any expert server people who can be ATC for expert server, that'd be greatly appreciated. Actually, that's true. Today ATC probably will not open. Well, no, I take that back, because Friday Night Flight hasn't started yet. So, or have they? Are they still on Thursdays, Friday night? I mean, on Thursdays flights? I'm not sure. But I know that Expert Server actually has a schedule of where they open up. So I'm not sure if they're still doing Thursdays airports. So no, Friday Night Flight has not started. It doesn't start for a few hours. What time is it Zulu right now? It's 15:23. Let's see. Friday Night Flight. What time does Friday Night Flight start, guys? Starts at 18:30 Zulu. So Friday Night Flight doesn't start for 3 more hours. Moon Agar, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome back. Alright, yeah, so you can see now our ETE destinations, and our fuel is more accurate. We have 2 hours and 36 minutes of fuel, and we only have 30 minutes of flight left. We should get to see some of the Alps. We'll be flying over, what's it called? Genoa? Yeah, Genoa. Where is Genoa? I think this is Genoa over here. Yeah, this is Genoa. So we'll be flying over Genova. Technically, if I cut if I cut this, if I skipped Genoa, we could get there a bit faster. But we'll stick with the route. Lab rats, that sounds good. You know, I actually, whenever I plan my flights for the week, I try to at least plan a few flights within the coverage area of IFATC. So, for example, Thursday, we were actually supposed to fly in Turkey for the stream. For the Thursday stream, I was supposed to fly in Turkey, but again, I wasn't able to stream yesterday, so we didn't fly. But my planned route was going to be within Turkey. So that, you know, hopefully maybe we can get some ATC out there. So I do every week whenever they post that thing. So if anybody with IFATC is watching or isn't, you know, is a part of making that, just know that us as pilots, we actually do look at that that schedule, and we plan our flights based on it. Not every flight. There's still times when I'm like, okay, I want to fly to this place because I just want to fly to this place. But when I do my streams, I try to at least have, you know, a couple flights where it's have a possibility of having expert server ATC, because you really never know. You can't really say, okay, you know, ATC is at the airport right now, but they could close in like 5 minutes. And so then if you fly to the airport, then, you know, and then they leave, then you're upset because, like, so it's happened to me before. I've tried to fly into airports where there's ATC for ATC on expert server, and when I get there, they're gone. Yeah, Friday night flight is gonna be extremely packed, guys. Like, seriously, because one, Dubai is one of the most popular. It's probably one of the top 10, probably even top 5 most popular airports in infinite flight. You know, it's on the same list with London Heathrow, LAX. What else is really popular? I'm not sure, but yeah, Dubai's gonna be crazy because people are freaking like. They go nuts for Dubai. They go nuts for Emirates. So that's going to be extremely busy. So I would definitely not recommend you fly that event on training server. I mean, if you have to, then go for it. If you have to, go for it. But I'm just saying that it's going to be a mess. But on expert server, I'm hoping that it goes well. And again, I'm not planning on streaming that. It'd be kind of nice too. I would like to stream Friday night flight in Dubai. Actually, I really would. But I don't think I'm gonna have time to today. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to. Since I missed yesterday, I may be able to get a quick. It'll probably be a short flight. We may be able to get in a quick Friday night flight tonight. But I'll see. I'll see what I can do. But I do want to do an X-plane stream too. So it's like, if I get time, am I gonna do an X-plane stream or should I do an infinite flight stream? It's gonna be tough for me to choose now, especially with my unscheduled ones. I would disagree with you. I like San Francisco's interior. I love the airport at San Francisco. It's one of my favorite airports. Maybe you were just not in the right terminal, because one of my favorite restaurants is also inside of San Francisco International. Alright, let's get a screenshot because we haven't taken any. Let's see. Well, now that we're turning, let's see if we can get a really cool scenic view or something. Lufthansa A321. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I got it. It like switched right when I hit the button. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, I missed it I know I missed it that time. But yeah, so for X-Plane, yesterday I was going back and trying to re-download all of my plugins, and again, I have all of my ortho scenery still. It's actually transferring to another drive right now. It's gonna take about 8 hours for it to transfer 338 gigs. No, somebody else was saying that they didn't like the inside of San Francisco airport. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do better. The last couple weeks, it's just I don't know, it's been crazy with my own personal life, so I haven't really been able to post the flight plans beforehand. Because what I like to do, wow, look at that line! Oh my God, we're taking a screenshot of this map right here. Holy crap! But what I like to do is on the weekend when I'm not streaming, I like to create a weekly, like a schedule for the week's streams, so that I know where we're flying, and so that everybody else knows where we're flying too. So hopefully next week, I'll be able to do that. But this week I wasn't able to do that. But the next schedule is actually going to include multiple games. So this weekend, what I may be doing is testing out, like streaming the PC games and stuff like that, because I still haven't done a test. So, and depending on how those tests go, if my X-Plane test goes well, I'll do an X-Plane video, or I'll do an X-Plane stream. But if not, then we'll just have to do Infinite Flight for the whole week. But again, what I want to do is I want to have a schedule posted. The schedule will be posted to Discord, and only Discord. It will not be on Twitter, because there's not enough characters, obviously, or Instagram. I may figure a way to take a picture, maybe post it to Instagram. We'll see. But I know that I could also post it inside of Twitch, the Twitch feed, and the YouTube feed. Infinite Guy, we're headed to Monaco. Nico Arrow, am I streaming tonight? I don't know. I would like to. Actually, I think I might be, actually. I might be. What I'm going to be streaming, I don't know, but I think I may be streaming tonight. Now that I remember, I think I might be. We'll see. Hopefully we get there before the sun actually sets. So I would like to not have to land at night, but if we have to do, we'll do what we have to do. So but yeah, man, I know I keep talking about X-Plane, but I'm just excited. I've never really got to play X-Plane to its full potential, and there was a new update last night. Well, I don't actually know when the update was, but last night when I was doing some tests in X-Plane, I got a new update for X-Plane, where they added the GNS whatever the number is to the Cessna 172. It's really cool. Thank you, IFNG. So Nice is in France. Monaco is different. My bad. You know how it is. I'm not from there. I'm not from the Grand Porter. We probably will be landing in the next 30 minutes or so. Speaking of that, let's see if we can get a little bit faster. Can we go 0.87? Is that possible without overspeeding? Yeah, I think that's possible. We're really close though. Looks like the overspeed mark is about 285 indicated. And we do have some turbulence, so I'm going to bring it back to 0.86. So I don't want to have that problem today. Let's not get a violation. Let's not get a violation. But guys, let me get some feedback real quick. I mean, as far as the stream, how's everything looking? I mean, is it smooth? Are you getting any frame drops, any crazy stupid stuff like that? I have my bitrate set to 2000 for this stream. I'm gonna probably leave it at 2000. If I can, I will go to 2500. I'm not really sure what I need it to be at. Last stream, we found out that, or last video, we found out that 3000 works during cruise, but 3000 does not work during the landing and approach phase. So, depending on your own internet connection, you should be able to get all the way up to 1080p, 60 frames per second. But you can go down to 720 or 480, whatever. That's great. Good to hear. Good. That's great to hear. I worked very hard to get the stream to work smooth and look good. So I'm glad that everything seems to be working so far. So, The lab Brad's fine. I love your scale. He says on a scale, on a, on a scale of cupcakes to muffins, I think it's around cheesecake. Okay. That's great. Oh, I should take a screenshot right there. Oh well. And well. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about X-Plane anymore. We'll save the X-Plane talk for when we actually get into X-Plane. But there is another game that what about 120 frames per second? I don't even know if that's possible. Actually, I think it is possible. But another game that I've been playing a lot is DCS World. And a lot of you guys don't even know what that is. But that is okay. That's so funny. As soon as you guys all said smooth, boom, lag just happened. That's great. I think it's moved out now. Anyways, yeah, I've been playing a game called DCS World. So if you are into fighter jets and stuff like that, this game is for you. If you're not, then this game is not for you. But I discovered DCS World about a year ago. I think I stumbled onto it on YouTube or something like that, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. This looks like fun. And again, my PC was not able to handle it. It's actually a free game. It's a free PC game, I believe. It's a free download. It comes with 2 free aircraft, and after that, everything else is DLC. You just pay for the DLC. But it's a pretty fun game. It's pretty realistic. It's just like a flight simulator. It's just a combat simulator. So you can fly fighter jets, F-15s. You can fly the Harrier. Now they just came out with the Harrier. You could fly F-5s, MiGs, MiG-27s, I believe. You can do air refueling. You can obviously shoot things. You can die. You can eject. I mean, it's everything you would expect it to have. It's pretty cool. So I've been playing that, trying to get used to that, because I do want to stream that eventually, but I feel that I need to get better at it first. Like, I don't even know all the keys and commands and so I'm actually looking to join another maybe Discord or TeamSpeak community or something like that, so people can actually help train me and show me how to play it and what to do and stuff like that. Because right now I've been basically kind of trying to teach myself everything, and it's kind of tough. It's a little tough because it's different. It's a huge learning curve from flying airliners and stuff like that to flying fighter jets and actually flying into combat. Like, it sounds easy, but there's a lot more to it, and so I want to get better at it before I start streaming it, or at least, I want to get into the learning process of it before I start streaming it, making videos about it. But it's a game I really like. It's a pretty old game. It's not like the most popular game, but again, I'm not trying, like, that's not my goal. Is just to stream all the popular games. I want to stream and make videos of games that I enjoy and that I know that the people on my channel will enjoy. You guys all love aviation, you all love flying, so you'll definitely enjoy the videos on this game. But yeah, I've been playing that a lot. Actually, I've been playing that more than X-Plane lately, because I've just been trying to learn it. I know all the buttons for X-Plane, most of them anyways, so I'm not too worried about that. Do I play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite, but a good friend of mine does play Fortnite. I think he used to stream, but he hasn't been streaming lately. I've been trying to get him to stream. I'm like, bro, start streaming, man. Fortnite is just not my kind of game, but there is a zombie game coming out next year, I think in March, that I want to get. I can't remember what it's called. What else? And obviously I've been doing iRacing too, so you guys who like racing could always tune into those videos. And iRacing looks great. I haven't tested any videos yet. I haven't actually tested it, but it looks good. It looks good. So hopefully I'm able to get the same quality that you see now, or better, when I stream games directly from my PC. Alright, so where are we? Alright, so we're almost to Genoa. And we have about, it says only 22 minutes to get there. So it looks far on the map, but I guess it's not that far. We're making a left turn here in about a minute. And I actually may have to step away for a second because I kind of have to go to the bathroom really bad. Actually, yes, I do need to step away. I really need to go. Hold on, let's get some music going, and then we get some music playing, and then I'm gonna step out of the cockpit real quick and go to the restroom. I'll probably only be gone for about 5 minutes or less, Alright, so please stand by. We'll be there. ET is 22 minutes, and I'm going to be stepping out of the cockpit just for a couple minutes. Just go to the restroom, go to the laboratory, and so enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I feel a whole lot better though. Not that you need to know that. Alright, so I believe it's about time for our top of descent. Wow, it says we're 10 minutes away. That's nuts. Actually, we're way past our top of descent. So, it's about that time. Actually, wait, we're hold on. Let's go ahead and start descending. And because I know we need to descend, but I do not know how low we need to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and descend down to 11,000. Still very, very bumpy. The entire flight has been very turbulent. Let's see. All right, we'll go down. Let's get our speed down by 0.8. We'll do 0.78. We'll do 0.78. 77. Who knows? We'll do that. 0.77, and we'll go down vertical speed pretty quickly because again we're late for our top of descent. I didn't really calculate a top of descent before I left, so. But I think we may be all right. It is very busy ahead of us, so we're probably gonna have to do some, turning and maneuvering to get around everybody anyways. So again, the airport we're flying into thankfully does have parallel runways, so we're gonna be landing 22 right and 22 left. So some of you guys can take 22 left, some of you guys can take 22 right. And looks like there's no ILS on that side. I mean, for infinite flight there's ILS, but on infinite flight it looks like there's an ILS, and you can use your ILS, your approach mode, to land it, but this is actually a GPS approach. So let's go ahead and draw out what we're gonna do here. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll put spoilers on too. Alright, so from VEVAR, or VEVAR, however you say that, we will go out here. And then we'll go down here. So as usual, I'm just kind of drawing out a route for us to approach. Nice, that works right there. And then I would like to choose what runway we land at like now, but it kind of depends, kind of like on when we were departing from Frankfurt, how it depended on where everybody ahead of us was going. So since everybody ahead of us was, using one runway, we took the other. So it kind of may be the same situation here, but the tough thing about it is that you don't really know what runway those people are taking, because we're not on comms. So it's not like, I mean, they could say like, okay, right downwind for this runway, whatever, but I don't always hear it, sadly. Ned plays, no, I do not use a joystick, but I may start using one here soon. Maybe next week. So let's go ahead and expect, I don't have the charts for the Nice or the airport today either, so I'm kind of winging it again. But let's expect to be at, wow, look at that bank, 2,000, it's like 1,500 when we get like to the GPS cone right here, which will put us at, let's just say 4,000 to 5,000 at Bordy, and then at VAM2 we still want to be about 5,000, maybe even 6,000 feet up. So, and that's our next waypoint. It's only 5 minutes away, so we want to slow down quite a bit. Still very, very bumpy. Using our flight spoilers to kind of get us down, get us slowed down a bit more. Let's take a look at the airport elevation of Nice. I don't believe we haven't flown in France since the most dangerous airport tour, when we went to, I forgot the name of the airport we went to. Like 11 feet, so it's basically sea level. George, I will be doing Friday Night Flight, but I do not know if it will be on stream or not. That's the part I don't know. I know I'll be flying, I just don't know if I'll be streaming it. Oscar, we're actually not in Texas. We are in France right now, but it's snowing in Texas where I live, so that's why it says that. The PC is great, man. I'm loving it. I've finally, the last couple of nights I've stayed up pretty late just playing games and finding out what the settings are or need to be I still have not done a full X-plane flight, so I'm kind of saving that for my first stream. So I've kind of like purposefully not been playing X-plane just so that I can kind of do that on stream, so you guys can see my first reactions and stuff like that. It snowed in Aberdeen last night. Cool. So yeah, speaking of snow, I kind of forgot because I'm not sitting in front of the window right now. But when I walked to the restroom and came back, I was like, oh yeah, it's snowing. So the cool thing, hold on, IFAE SLU, have you contacted? There is no ATC, so no, I have not contacted Approach because there's no ATC. But if you want to be ATC, haha, yep, you could jump in. IFAE SLU, yeah, I'll have to. If one of my moderators could copy IFAE SLU, if you can copy his name and post it to our Discord channel so you can remind me to contact IFAE. Because I'll forget. Actually, you know what? I've already contacted you guys. You guys haven't emailed me back. So maybe it's the ball's in your court now. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so it's snowing. I live in Texas, and it snowed last night, and it never snows here. I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I kind of wanted to, for some of you guys who were not here earlier, that's the reason that the video says that, because it snowed, and I'm like really excited. All of us are really excited because it never snows here. And I know for some of you guys, you're like, snow, who cares? It snows all the time. But when you live in a place that's like the desert, basically, yeah, when you live in a place that's like the desert, basically, when you see snow, it's pretty exciting. The first time that I had ever saw snow was when I was like 21, I think. I was in Denver. That's not even where I live, so I had to leave my hometown just to see snow for the first time. And I didn't even go there to see snow. I just happened to be there and it snowed. And I was like, oh my God, it's snowing. So that was my first ever experience with snow. And over there, it snows all the time. So they had a lot of snow. So that was a good place for my first snow experience. It's the first snow, yes, in Texas. I highly doubt it's going to snow again. It rarely snows twice. We've had sleet before, like, when the snow falls, it doesn't stick. But yeah, we don't usually get snow here. Alright, we're gonna start our speed down to 250 knots. I know we're still high, but again, we're trying to get down. We're just trying to get scrub off some of this altitude. I think we should be alright. No, we're not alright. So what we're gonna do when we get to Bordy, we'll do let's see, we have a lot of aircraft around us too, so we need to do a left 360 anyways for spacing. So yeah, I'll probably make a left turn or 360. We'll probably just make a left turn. Matter of fact, we'll do that now because why not? Alright, so we're gonna make a left turn. We're gonna break away from our flight plan just to kind of get away from everybody and give these guys some spacing because it is busy. Airspace is crowded today here in southern France. Are you down, diddy down, diddy down, diddy down, down, down. But yeah, so snow's a big deal here. So for you guys who don't think anything about it, snow's a big deal here. I had to go downstairs this morning and get the snow off my car because as a lot of you guys know, I work from home, so I don't have to go anywhere. I was kind of worried that there may be ice on the streets, but it seems to be all right. Everybody's going to work as usual. Everything is fine. Last time that we got a little bit of snow here in Houston, like basically the whole city shut down. Yeah, it sounds weird to some of you guys, but here, we don't get snow. We're not prepared for snow. Our city's not made to be snowed on. So yeah, it's like basically the whole city shut down. People didn't go to work. Stores were closed. It was like Christmas. It was amazing. So basically a snow day, and it wasn't even like an inch of snow. It was like centimeters. It was crazy. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you, Infinite Flight Simulations. Yeah, Siddharth 905. I know it doesn't snow in India, but that's basically how. Like, if it snowed there, you'd be like, you would freak out, and that's how we feel right now. But I love snow because, again, I grew up. I've grown up here in Houston, Texas. It never really snows, so I've never got to experience snow. I know a lot of people who get a lot of snow. They hate snow because of all the stuff that comes with snow, like getting snowed in, trying to clean up your car, all that crazy stuff that I've never had to deal with. But I've never had to deal with it, so it's not something that I don't have a bad thought about snow because I just never had to deal with any bad situations with snow. I was in Montreal last year, and I was there for the first snow of 2016, I believe, and that was cool. It was freaking cold though. Like, that's in Canada, yeah, it gets cold. Here it doesn't get cold, but in Canada, oh my gosh, it was cold. Yeah, for today's stream too, I was like, maybe I should fly somewhere where it snows. But I was like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to find snow. I mean, it's not hard. Like, there's snow right there on the top of those mountains, but there's not really any areas where there's just like snow. Like, just nothing but snow. And where those areas are, Infinite Flight doesn't even have those places available with scenery. All right, let's take a look at separation now. I'm trying to find out what everybody's doing. We do, again, guys, we have parallel runways, so take either or. I'm trying to just kind of get an idea. We have these guys here who are already turning in, so that's going to be pretty crowded. This is going to be a really crowded approach. We have one aircraft behind us. He is 400 feet below us. We have another aircraft behind him. We have another aircraft to our right. He's going parallel to us. So I'm just concerned if I turn right, he's going to be over us. So I think that we could probably turn our base leg now. And also, doing this also kind of helped us get rid of some of this altitude, because we were way too high. We missed our type of descent today. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and turn. I think we should be alright. I think we should be okay as far as altitude goes. We'll turn. Basically, it's gonna be a far out base, very, very far out base. And I'm trying to get my speed down because I would like to go ahead and start getting this baby under 10K. So it looks like we're at 230 knots indicated, and we're gonna go down to, let's try 6,500. Oh, we need landing lights. Almost forgot. And you know, when I forget, Infinite Passenger reminds me. But when Infinite Passenger reminds me, it's too late. Alright, so we do have traffic again right near us. I think he's above us. Yeah, he's about 1,000 feet above us. But I assume he's probably descending to the same altitude as us, so we need to still maintain separation from him. How fast is he going? Well, actually, it looks like we're going to fly under him. That's Sean. And he's going, he's actually going faster than us too. So again, guys, as we approach into, please everybody be mindful of other aircraft around you. I know it's a lot of aircraft to organize. Oh no. What the heck? Okay, I think we're back. I apologize for that. Man, this is the second time this happened. Last time that happened also when on the same part of the flight. So we got to figure out why my bit rate is dropping so horribly. Whenever I get close to the ground like this. But yeah, so who was that to ask that question? Oscar, why do I not play Fortnite? Because it's just not my kind of game. A good friend of mine, he was extremely hyped and excited about Fortnite coming out, so I knew everything about Fortnite. And when it first came out, I watched a few videos. I watched him play it. I watched him stream it. But it just wasn't. I was like, it's just not my kind of game. So It looks like it's fun for certain people, but it's just not. You know, it's just not me. Just like how aviation is not for a lot of people. I know we all have friends who are like, you play a flight simulator? One of my friends, before I started streaming, actually when I first started streaming, a long time ago, and he's a good friend of mine. He's not. There's nothing bad about him. He's a great guy. He's actually a very motivating person. But he said something a while back. He's like, man, he's like, you play a flight simulator? Why would you play a flight simulator? Like, what do you do? All right, we're back. I don't know what. Yeah, this happened to me last stream also, where the stream just up and stopped out of nowhere. So that's something I have to look into, why it's doing that. So again, as I apologize, I turned my bitrate down again, hoping that maybe that would help. If I don't even know if that's the issue. So I'm gonna have to go look up some tutorials and watch some videos and see maybe on some forums and stuff and find out why that's happening. Because like I didn't tell you guys this, I forgot. I had the was that Wednesday? The last stream that I did. After the stream was over, I actually had my internet provider people come over, and because I thought maybe I needed to do a hard wire to the wall for my internet to get a better, a more consistent stream without these drops like this. And he came over, and actually we found out that it's not the case. He said that it would be exactly the same as if I had Wi-Fi. So right now I'm using Wi-Fi, and he said that if I did that, it would make it better. So he did something else to try to fix it, and the whole stream has seemed to be pretty good up until now. For whatever reason, it's always on the approach. Just take a look outside, because it looks like we have some mountains ahead of us. I want to make sure we get over them. We may need to climb a little bit, because we're at 6,500, and what looks yeah, we need to get a little bit higher just in case. Let's go ahead and climb to, let's say 8,000. Oh no, let's do 7,500 feet. And I'm gonna maintain 230 knots for now. So guys around me, just just keep an eye out on your map. If you have the names on, you can see the distance and stuff like that. Try to be at least 5 miles apart from everyone. All right, so we don't really know where we're gonna be landing, which runway, but I'll say let's try for 22 left, depending. So if the aircraft ahead of us is going 22 left also, and we see that issue, then we'll do 22 right. But as of right now, let's go ahead and just decide to do 22 left, so that way whoever is behind me knows that I'm landing 22 left, and that they can land 22 right. And the person ahead of me, we're probably gonna have some pretty good separation ahead of me. I tried to stay separated from the person ahead of me, so we should have some good separation ahead of me. The issue is usually just behind me. So I'm gonna do 22 left, and you guys just split up behind me. All right. Nat plays. I will not be doing any giveaways anytime soon. The last one I did was really cool. I was really I like doing giveaways. I want to do giveaways. It's just it's kind of tough. Like I need to get a system in place for how giveaways work, especially with giving away all over the world, because some parts of the world are kind of a little bit harder to access, and the currency and stuff like that is So this last time I did giveaways, it was a little difficult for me to get everybody their stuff because of where everybody was. So it was a learning experience though, and in the future I want to make sure that I'm able to do it a lot easier. I want to be able to get everybody their gifts or their prizes sooner. All right, can we contact? No, we're still too far. All right, we'll just stay here. 7,500, 230 knots until we get to 22 left. So again, we'll be planning for 22 left today. You guys are saying the stream is gone, but it's still here. Well, the thing is, what's funny is gift cards sounds easy, right? But even gift cards are tough. Like for example, one guy that I did a giveaway for, for the Infinite Flight Pro subscription. He was from a different country, obviously, because everybody who watches, most of you guys are from different countries. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy a Google Play, gift card and give him the thing. So that's what I did. I bought a Google Play gift card thing, and it ended up not working at first because I bought the Google Play card in my own currency, in my own country's currency, and whenever he tried to do it, it wouldn't allow him to use it because it was in my currency. So he had to go and do some stuff and change his settings to be in my currency, and then it finally worked. So it was just a hassle to make it work. After that, I found a better way to do it, but it's just a hassle. So I would like to get with some sponsors who may be able to handle that type of stuff, but I would definitely like to do some more giveaways, but I think I just need to get some sponsors first. Because the first time I had a few sponsors, but mainly the majority of the giveaways was all basically straight out of my own pocket. So I paid for it myself, which I'm not against doing, but it just would be easier. Thank you, Angel PL. Says nice live stream. We're working on it. It's I don't know why we had a few drops back there when we descended. So right now we're just flying right over the mountains. Man, I am cold. Where's my jacket? And yeah, so sunset already. I was hoping to be on the ground before sunsets, but hey, what it is what it is. So we'll be landing at night again. I'm not gonna change the time of day today. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Thank you. Says good luck to you. Yeah, probably won't be doing a Christmas giveaway, not this year. Graham Porter says I have 300 people in my Discord. Wow. Alexis, what about? I still haven't had time, bro, to work on that project. Have not had time, and now that I have X-Plane and these other games I'm gonna be playing, I may change my mind about doing it. But I don't know. I still kind of want to do it, but I don't know. It kind of depends, because basically, I was trying to create a display team. I was gonna call them the Blue Arrow Force, but I was only allowing people to join a team if you're grade 4 and above, which is still the same requirements. But I just never had time to practice or spend time on getting it organized and stuff. All right, so the glide slope is actually coming here soon. We're gonna go down to 210 knots because we're still 23 miles out. Actually, it's 222. 220. 22 miles out. Glide slope is coming. We're still off to the left though of the localizer. So, but I will go ahead and start descending. So I'm gonna use the autopilot right now to descend. And then later when we get closer, I'll take control. Lab Rest File says, will Find Your Passion get a secret Infinite Flight subscription to play with me? I really doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't think he's gonna play Infinite Flight. It's I mean, he really only comes on these streams more like to support me and because he's one of my best friends. So, but he's not really in the aviation like that. Like he wouldn't, like, basically his flight simulation experience would only really just be like maneuvers and crazy stuff. It wouldn't be like this kind of stuff. So he's more into fighter jets. So maybe he would like flying a fighter jet. I don't know. Our final heading is going to be 223. We're now 17 miles away. I don't know that we can see it. Not quite. Actually, that's it right there. And again, we were taking 22 left. Oops. Go flaps 1. Go down to 210. And again, guys, behind me, please maintain separation from each other. Also, not just me, but separating from each other. Because right now, as you look at our map, TCAS is pretty clear ahead of us. Like, I've done my best to have as much gap ahead of us as possible, but behind me we have a couple aircraft pretty close by. Pretty confident that one of them is gonna say 25 right, but the other I have no idea. So one of you guys is probably gonna have to either slow down a lot right now, or you need to go around. Where is that runway? There it is. So we still need to turn a bit to the right. It's pretty shaky out here. I may go ahead and take control of the plane. I'm gonna go to 195. Alright, 13 miles out now. Still expecting 22 left. Arming the spoilers. Land lights are set. Seatbelt signs are on. Nav lights are on. Strobe lights are on. All that good stuff is on. We're gonna go to flaps 2. And now we're getting too high. Let's go ahead and calibrate the screen. We're gonna kill the altitude, and we're gonna drop the nose a bit. And we'll slow down to 180. It's very bumpy. It's been a bumpy ride the entire flight. Let's see. Oh, I'm not even on report position. Actually, we're gonna call inbound. Landing 22 left. Straight in.
Nice Unicom.
Alright, now I can see the landing lights at 10 miles.
At 4,500 feet, inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 left.
Still a bit high, so we need to get rid of some of this altitude, and we are also going to have to get rid of some of this speed shortly. Watching the localizer, there it is, and hit heading. We're going to make a left bank to line ourselves up with the 22 left localizer, and we overshot it.
Is clear of all runways. Nice Unicom.
And I'm gonna try to fly it by hand. We could probably use approach mode, but I'm gonna try to fly it by hand this time. I'm probably gonna do a lot of hand flying, just as practice. Because earlier on, when I first started streaming Infinite Flight, and when I first started playing Infinite Flight in general, I used APPR a lot, and that may be one of the reasons that my landings are off a lot, because I don't do them.
Nice Unicom. Lufthansa 300.
Alright, flaps 3.
Is 10 nautical miles to the northeast at 4,500
We're a bit fast.
feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 left.
Alright, 17 knots, crosswind where we are. I'm not sure what the wind is there. Doesn't say.
Miles to the northeast at 6,500 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 right.
Yeah, we're still too fast. 5 miles out, gear down.
Nice Unicom. Lufthansa
Alright, report position. We're on final 22 left.
At 6,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 left. Nice Unicom. Blue 116 is on final. Runway 22 left. Nice Unicom. Blue 18017 is 25 nautical miles to the northeast.
I went to grab the mouse for a second, and that's what happened. As usual. Alright, let's go down to 140.
Lufthansa 358 is 7 nautical miles to the northeast.
Right now we're really shaky because I'm multitasking. I was like grabbing the mouse at 1 second, scratching my chin at the other, and we're a bit fast still, so, and we're low. Go flaps full.
For landing, will make straight and for runway 22 left.
Alright guys, here we go. Can you hear my stomach growling? Is my mic that sensitive?
Nice Unicom. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie Echo Lima is on
still
final.
Just a bit of crosswind now, looking at 12 knots. I see red lights on the pappies. You want those to be half white, half red.
500.
So we're too low. It's a little bumpy. I don't think it's just me.
Nice Unicom. Malaysian 27 is on final. Runway 22 right. Nice Unicom. Lima November Echo Hotel Sierra. Crossing runway 22 left. Nice Unicom.
Let's get it smoothing out.
November Echo Hotel Sierra. Crossing runway 22 right.
There we go. Up, 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 up.
Nice Unicom, India Foxtrot Alpha India 91 is clear of all runways.
50, 40, 30,
Floating it. Still floating it.
10,
And we came down off to on the right side of the line. Reversers. 100%. We don't need to be 100%, but reversers out. Spoilers are deployed.
Miles to the northeast at 4,100 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 right.
I'm trying to not be so... I should have turned there. Crap. I'm trying not to be so aggressive on the rudder when I land, because that's one of the reasons that I think last flight the plane jerked really violently to the right when we touched down, because I had my finger on the rudder a little too much, and then it just like
Nice
jerked it to the right.
November 548 Hotel Mike is 8 nautical miles to the northeast at 3,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 22 left. Nice Unicom.
All right, and see, it looks like we're gonna have to cross runway 22 right to get to the gate. So we'll stop here between these two whole short lines, and we'll just make sure everything's clear. Once we get past this one, we'll go ahead and call ourselves. Actually, no, we're not, because we still got to cross the other runway. Alright, gonna put the flaps up though, and spoilers. And it looks like we're clear. Look at the map to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Nobody's landing on 22 right at all. So we'll go ahead and cross runway 22 right.
Nice Unicom, Blue 116, crossing runway 22 right.
I don't know if we're gonna have a follow me taxi today. Okay, yeah, I see it. There it is.
Nice Unicom, November 679 Sierra Golf, crossing runway 22 right. Nice Unicom, Lima Foxtrot Hotel 444, crossing runway 22
and
right.
F-22. Alright, so once we get past the whole short line here, we will call ourselves clear.
Nice Unicom.
Alright, cool. We'll follow the Cessna to our parking spot. Is he facing me?
Nice
okay, no, he's not.
Unicom, November 548 Hotel Mike is on final. Runway 22 left. Nice
And we can go ahead and kill the actually I'm gonna leave the I'm gonna turn the strobe lights off, and I'll leave the land lights on just so that y'all can see me in the dark.
Crossing runway 22 right.
But welcome to Nice, France. I thought we were gonna be in Monaco. Holy crap, who's that? What time is it? 10:22. I guess I gotta go. I got here just in time. Alright, well guys, see you guys later. My appointment got here early, so gotta head out. Welcome to Nice. Thank you for flying with us today. Had a great time. Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you at Friday Night Flight, hopefully. I'll let you guys know on Discord when I get started and stuff like that. So, see you guys later. I gotta go. Thank you for joining.